Welcome back, guys. Thank you for joining. Today's stretch is an evening shoulder stretch. It's all about releasing tension and helping you sleep better tonight. So we are going to be focusing on the shoulders, the neck. Okay, we're going to be releasing that tension. And if you find yourself hunched over looking at a screen all day, I know this happens to me a lot. I'm constantly looking down at my phone, so I know I need to open up. I need to bring the shoulders down and back. But that creates a ton of tension over the course of the day. So we're going to jump right into it, release that tension, help you sleep better. So join me right now. Let's get into it. We're going to start with some gentle shoulder rolls. So we're rolling our shoulders all the way up towards the ears, and then we're releasing them and pulling them down and back. We're going to do this just for 30 seconds. Go nice and easy here. We got about 10 more seconds, and then we're gonna get into the neck. All right, 3, 2, 1, and now I want you to drop the chin. Start to feel that stretch right in the back of the neck here, okay? And then from there, we're just gonna roll to either side, nice and slow. Again, this is no rush here. We're prepping the body for sleep. We're releasing that tension that's been built up over the course of the day. All right, we got a couple more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. All right, slowly come back out of that. We're gonna thread the needle. So we're going to come into this tabletop position. We're going to thread one arm all the way through the other arm. We're going to extend the other hand up, and then we're just going to hang out here for 60 seconds per arm. So we're just relaxing here. Breathe into the back of the shoulder. A good way to get a little more range here, a little more depth. Try to push the back of the hand into the wall or into the floor here, and then release. So you can do that every 10 seconds or so. Push that hand into the floor and then release, and you should find yourself getting deeper into that stretch. We got a couple more seconds here. Keep breathing. We got one more deep breath. And on the exhale, we're going to come out of that and we're going to hit the other side. So we're going to thread the needle here, extend the other hand over the head, and now breathe in to the back of that shoulder. Press the back of the hand into the floor. Hold that for 3, 2, 1. Release that tension. Sink into that stretch a little deeper. That felt so good. Let's do it again. Press the back of the hand into the floor for 3, 2, 1. Release. Oh yeah, got a little deeper. Feeling that stretch a little bit better here. All right. Let's take a few more deep breaths. One more deep breath. And exhale, slowly come out of that. We're gonna stay in this position and go directly into puppy pose. So we're gonna walk our hands forward and allow our chest to drop to the floor here. And that butt's gonna stay high. You don't need to think about pressing that butt down. Leave the butt high. And we're just gonna sink into this puppy pose here, trying to get our chest to the floor. And then again, we're going to press the hands into the floor here. Hold that tension for 3, 2, 1, and then sink a little bit lower into that stretch. You can drop the head all the way to the floor. We're going to keep breathing. All right, we got a few more breaths here. Let's take one more deep breath here together. And on the exhale, walk those hands all the way back into that tabletop position. We're going to come back into a kneeling position, and we're going to do shoulder glides. So I'm going to bring my arms up to parallel, okay? And I'm going to bring them forward. I'm going to come into a side position so you can see me. So arms are up, and I'm bringing them forward as I'm rounding my back here. And then I'm pulling back, keeping those elbows nice and high. And then I'm pressing them forward again, okay? We're going to do that for 30 seconds here, right? Gliding back and forth, going nice and slow. We've got about 15 more seconds. We've got 5 more seconds here. Let's do a couple more. All right, last one. And relax. All right, I'm going to face back forward again. From here, we're just going to do a cross body shoulder stretch. So I'm grabbing the back of my shoulder here. I'm pressing into the back of my elbow, so bringing that bicep and that arm close to my neck here, and I'm just pulling across, and I can now feel that in the back of my shoulder. The key here is we're going to do a nice long hold, breathing into the back of the shoulder. Again, you want to give yourself time to relax into these stretches. We're not trying to rush through this thing. Focus on your breathing. This should help you wind down. We've got about 20 more seconds. All right, we got one more deep breath here. And exhale. Slowly release out of that. You can shake out that arm. We're going to bring our other arm across the body, pulling that into ourselves here. All right, you should feel that nice stretch in the back of the shoulder. All right, we got about 60 seconds here. Again, focus on the breath. Try to breathe into the back of the shoulder. Think about that tension melting away. About halfway. Twenty more seconds here. We're going to take one more deep breath. And on the exhale, slowly release that arm. Shake out both arms now. All right, we're going to finish on one last stretch here. So I'm going to come to the side so you can see me. We're going to clasp our hands behind our back. We're going to push that chest out as we're straightening the arms. Don't worry if you can't straighten the arms. Do as much as you can. Push that chest out. All right, we're just going to hold that here. You can bring the arms up higher if you can. No worries if you can't. We're just going to breathe into the chest. We're going to bring our head back. We're going to take 5 deep breaths here. Here we go. That's 1. Inhale. Exhale. That's 2. Inhale. And exhale. That's 3. Inhale. Exhale. That's 4. Last one. Inhale. And last exhale. Let those shoulders drop. Think about the tension melting away. Okay. That is it for our shoulder evening stretch. I hope you guys are feeling a little looser, feeling less tension in those shoulders. Remember to keep the head high. All right, drink some water after this. Hope you guys have a wonderful sleep. I will see you all in the next video.